I'm Brent Reaves, and this is my brother,
Juan Reaves.
and today we are going to make a special dish for you. I really stole this from Juan.
So originally this was a vegetarian pasta dish that I used to make with my wife.
Yeah.
And it was what we would do is we take some crushed tomatoes, and we'd mix it up with our peppers and spinach, and it was a great way to have a healthy kind of pasta dish. I would cut the peppers big so it would kind of fill the space of the meat.
Yeah.
And Brent liked the idea so much, he's adapted it. So today the version we're gonna make is the updated version. It's the Reaves West version.
All right, so we're doing a little bit differently. I usually use the Italian turkey sausage. We always get that from Kroger. Today we're going to use chicken breast because that's one of the things that Juan uses.
Yep, the Simple Truth. When I don't do the vegetarian version, I use Simple Truth chicken breast.
All right, so we'll just get that going. We'll get this chicken breast out. Actually, I'll let you do that.
All right.
And while Juan's doing that, what I'll do is start working on the vegetables. Start cutting those large chunks like he was saying earlier. The heartier chunks really make the dish something special.
I think what happens is you can taste the peppers, and a lot of times peppers are kind of a throwaway option, but I like it because they give you, if you decide to go more of a vegetarian route, it gives you some texture while you're eating, and it also gives you a different flavor. Today's version, Brent really elevated it, so I'm really excited.
Whatever.
I'm really excited to go his route. So we've got a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna put in our skillet here, and it's already a bit hot, which is great. And we're going to use nature seasoning, and I want to make sure I get the sprinkle side and not the shake, because that would not be good.
And all of these spices you can get from Kroger. We get all of these from Kroger as well. We go for our restaurant as well as for just personal use.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're fortunate enough to have that option right here by the restaurant. And this is a little Mrs. Dash, salt-free, and then of course we got to have a little garlic salt because if you're not using garlic, you're not cooking.
I totally agree with that. Garlic goes on everything.
This is pretty hot, and we're gonna go in, ready to roll. Gonna drop that chicken in.
Oh yeah.
Season side down, and then I'm gonna come back and season the top of it while we're in our skillet there.
All right, and he fillets the breast. I kind of cut it in half, almost a butterfly, but really just gonna go ahead and just completely separate the two. Makes it sizzle and sear in the pan a little quicker. And then the flavors penetrate the inside of the breast really well when you split it in half.
Pro tip. So one of the things that Brent and I like to do as business owners and partners in our restaurant, we both enjoy cooking. We both married wonderful women who are brilliant and amazing, who don't really care to cook much. So it makes it great for us.
No, they don't care to cook at all. Actually, before we got married, my wife had a deal for me. She said, listen, if you cook, I'll clean. I was like, man, that's a full win.
That is a full win because he makes a lot of mess when he cooks. So he's definitely winning on that too. So this year for Thanksgiving, it's going to be a little bit different season for us. We are, I have my family, my wife and my kids, and our mom is going to come over. Brent's going to have his in-laws.
Yep.
And what are you guys going to do?
I think we're going to have some traditional items. We'll have dressing and some yams, some things like that. But, we always have to do something a little different, so I'm probably going to make some gumbo as well.
Nice, because you made gumbo for Christmas last year when we were all together.
Yep.
Probably the last time I had a really good gumbo.
Oh, man.
We haven't decided our menu, but we also have a sister, and our sister has 3 little ones. She and her husband are expecting their 4th, so they are definitely staying in, sheltering in place, trying to keep her safe and everyone safe. So we probably will do. I think we did a Zoom call. It was at Easter.
Yep.
Was Easter during? Yeah, it was during Easter. So we'll probably do something like that again, where we all get together at some point. Brent and I work together, so our circles are a little bit more closely related. So we may drop by their house at some point if that's okay. So we'll see how that goes.
I gotta tell you, brother, that is looking.
You like that?
That is looking delectable, man.
Well, you gotta get it nice and brown. And
Oh
when you
my
cook,
God!
I found when you sear the chicken quickly like this,
Yeah.
especially chicken breast, a lot of people associate chicken breast with being dry, which
Right.
it can be. The high heat, the quick sear,
Yes.
once you fillet it,
Yes.
when it's thin like that, you're going to cook through the chicken quickly, so you don't have to worry about it not being
Oh
safe.
my God.
But you also get a nice crisp, and you lock in all your juices.
I'm gonna tell you that, brother. That looks really good.
Yeah,
really good.
I could stop right now, honestly, but I know you're going to take it to another level. Like I was saying before, so what I used to do is take my, out when we didn't use any protein, I would take the crushed tomatoes and pour that in and saute that down like a sauce.
That's how you make the sauce.
That's how I make it. I take a
Nice.
little Italian parsley,
Nice.
and then I would mix in my fresh spinach.
Okay.
And then I would, of course, have some garlic and onion,
Nice.
and a little bit of Italian seasoning. And I'd mix in my peppers because peppers are just a great way, a great filler.
Oh my God. And
So-
the flavors that
And
just
they give you,
penetrate.
a lot of people think peppers are oversold, but I love them. I love the variety. I love the color.
True.
And so, but then and when you put the fresh spinach in, it starts to wilt. It just makes it for a great dish.
Oh man, that looks so good already.
Chicken's
I'm
coming
gonna tell
together.
you what, that chicken, man. I'm gonna just put a plate there for when you get ready, because
All
that bad boy looks like it is close.
It's coming.
Oh man. So what we've got the bell peppers, we've got the red and green, and we've got the onions. And like Juan said, we cut it a little bit bigger. It's a little bit heartier. The flavor is a little bit more robust when you have these larger pieces. And in this dish, it's just gonna make your palate happy.
And if you could smell this, the aroma from the garlic and the nature seasoning, it gives it. It's a very subtle,
Yes.
simple flavors, but it
Yes.
has just enough salt that it brings out the flavor of the meat, but it doesn't overpower
I
it.
totally
and it's
agree.
not salty. So
Totally agree.
chicken's looking pretty good.
I think you're ready, bro.
I always take a little peek.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's good to go.
That's good to go
That
there.
is done. I can break it
That's
with
ready.
my knife. Ready to pull that off. We're gonna go here on the plate. We're
Yep.
gonna let that rest a little bit, and then we're gonna get it ready. We've also got the juices from that. It's gonna make great.
Oh man, you get all those beautiful
Put this over here
juices.
for right now.
All right, so what we're gonna do is
We're gonna rotate.
we're-
I'm gonna slide over.
Man, I can't wait.
And
I'm
I'm gonna
excited.
flip my clip. My
Come
cutting board,
on!
But I'm gonna use your knife.
Nice.
Seamless transition.
How about that? All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're getting ready to go ahead and get the peppers on in. We're gonna get a little bit more oil in here, just a tad bit, to get that going. We'll get all of the peppers and onions in, and we'll just keep going with like Juan's got the tongs here, so we'll just keep using those to get these peppers all in. Oh my goodness, this really already, you can already have that smell.
Yep.
So if you guys can see, you get all those peppers going. Oh my God, this is good. And once these peppers get going, what we're gonna do is we gotta add some butter.
Gotta do it.
I think you gotta have butter. So I'm gonna steal your knife real quick and
Go for it,
get a little
bro.
of that butter. And I get just a couple little pieces to get in there to help that sauteing process.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you just a little
Oh
garlic.
yeah. Little fresh garlic goes a long way in any dish, but especially when you have so many fresh vegetables like this, garlic just is like the bridge to all of to the whole dish actually.
Pro tip.
Got it. All right, so we'll let that kind of get in there a little bit. Get that sauteing. So you let these onions and bell peppers kind of cook
Wow,
down.
those are caramelizing and sweating. That looks beautiful.
Man,
That's coming together.
isn't that pretty? Okay, so we get this going a little bit. One of the things my wife likes is mushrooms. Juan's not a big fan of mushrooms.
I'm not a small fan of mushrooms. We could even say I'm not a fan
He's
of
not a
mushrooms.
fan of mushrooms. So what we're gonna do is
But we
toss
can-
a few.
we can put a
We'll
few.
just put a few mushrooms.
Do you slice
into
them
this.
or do you put them in?
Just leave them just
put
like
the caps
that.
just like that?
Oh man, just kind of like what you already kind of got the.
Yeah, it's kind of the rustic,
It's a rustic, rough.
and it gives you a kind of it's a very homely
Yes.
kind of a dish. And you've refined it, but you've maintained a little bit of the rustic
Yes.
vibe. So I like that a lot.
Yeah,
That
so
enough?
that's enough of them. So we'll take some of these mushrooms, just toss them on in, and we'll let these mushrooms kind of cook down a little bit. Oh man, it's
And this is one of the things it smells amazing. One of the things that we really enjoy cooking, and one of the things we've learned as adults, because I'm a bit older, so we didn't always, there was no sibling rivalry or anything like that. But as adults, what we've learned is we enjoy cooking and we steal each other's ideas.
We do.
Like Brent's he took my dish and really completely transformed it. But it's always funny because he says, I made your dish the other night. I'm like, that's not my dish anymore. Yeah, that's your dish. But it reminds me that, you know, we enjoy cooking together and enjoy just being kind of creative, finding common ingredients that we like. And then there's things that he likes that he'll add into it. And we make them our own. So that's a lot of fun.
So this is cooking down really nicely.
We lost the pepper there.
You lost one?
Yeah.
It looked good though, didn't it?
It's delicious looking, but we're going to stay away from it.
All right, so we're gonna just let this cook down a little bit. So you let your vegetables cook down, let them get a little tender. And then what we'll do is we'll add a little bit more butter because you just can't go wrong with butter. All of the extra butter, all of the extra oil is gonna be a part of your sauce. It's gonna be just a light glaze over your pasta.
Right, sounds wonderful.
All right. So I crank that fire up just a little bit, get that going.
So your mushrooms are breaking down nicely.
Oh man, isn't that nice?
They just have you got a nice little sear going, a nice color going.
I love
That's great.
that.
The chicken's resting. I'm gonna go ahead and slice it up.
Oh, that looks good too.
I'm gonna swap out.
Get some fresh gloves. All right. So again, a little bit more butter. And this is just one of those home personal dishes that you make it like you want it. Okay, this is definitely not fat free, but
It's quick
it's quick.
and it's easy.
Yeah.
And it's ingredients that you're familiar with, but it's just a different way to approach it, and it's something you can do for a large group.
Yep.
We've actually used the dish with the Italian sausage.
We did.
For catering.
Yeah.
And they loved it.
Yep.
And then when you're at home, if you don't want to make a lot of it, it's an easy way to make just the right amount.
That's true. All right. So I gotta tell you, just this aroma. We're gonna try to give you guys a shot. Let y'all see kind of what's happening here. Oh my God, this is.
Did you turn the smell-o-vision on?
I don't know if we turn the smell-o-vision on.
Let's see. Let's make sure we.
Should we waffle a little bit?
Did you?
Go into your settings and check
Yeah,
and
you guys
update
need to get that
your
going.
operating
Check
system.
your smell-o-vision, and
Well,
then
we're gonna
we're
see if we
send
can.
some their way.
All right, guys.
Ready?
Y'all
Whoosh.
take that
A little
with
bit
you.
up.
Take some of that with you.
That's good stuff.
Enjoy yourself.
Take a deep breath, not too fast because you don't want to knock yourself out with all those aromas.
Absolutely.
All right, so what happens now? So you've already, just for the sake of time,
Right.
you pre-boiled some angel hair pasta.
Yep.
And are we going in? Are we ready for it?
Not yet. So now what we're gonna do is once your vegetables have gotten
I forgot the
tender.
number one ingredient.
No, well, what that actually is the last thing we're gonna put in that spinach. We get this cooking wine from Kroger as well. They have everything, all the olive oils, wines, white wines, whatever you need. They have everything for cooking. So we just add a little bit of that.
It's just a little bit, or
All right,
a lot
well,
of
a
it.
little bit, a lot of it. You
Yeah.
know, you got to have some love in that bad
That's
boy.
a fair amount, but it looks
Three second
phenomenal.
pour.
3 second, we're gonna do a 3 second pour
There's
on
nothing
here.
wrong with a 3 second pour
All right.
in your skillet. Now, if you're drinking the wine, this isn't the one you want to drink. This is definitely a cooking wine.
Absolutely. All right, so that simmers just a little bit. You let that alcohol kind of cook off of the vegetables, off of the dish, and then what we're gonna do is throw our spinach in.
Ready for your spinach?
Not just yet. We're just gonna let it cook off just a little bit.
All right, I've got it here when you're ready.
you're
I'm
super
not gonna lie
ready.
to you. I can eat spinach any kind of way. I like it fresh. I like it as a salad.
Yeah.
But I do particularly love it in pasta dishes. I think it just the way it wilts, the flavor comes
Yeah.
out, and with the peppers, this is just tremendous.
I think this is gonna make you happy the way we do this. You know, what's so cool about this dish is it's not a lot of ingredients.
It's not a lot of ingredients.
really
It's a lot. I mean, if you cook a lot, these are things you probably have in your refrigerator. Not too much that you have to go get, and you keep the seasonings around. Some fresh peppers, spinach. It's a very economical dish as well. And what I've learned, and I've taught my wife this, pasta dishes are great for groups.
Yes.
It stretches.
Yes.
You don't need, if we serve chicken breast, we'd all eat 5 or 6 of them.
Absolutely.
But when we're gonna, for the whole family.
Yeah.
You know, but when you're cooking a dish like this, you've got your peppers, you've got your mushrooms, you've got all these other ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
The chicken it's the protein.
It is.
But it doesn't have to be the whole thing.
That's true.
And so it's a great way to stretch your meal and to be creative. And so I love it. I think it's a fun way to cook.
We actually are now ready for the spinach.
Well, let's do it.
All right.
I've got some clean, fresh gloves.
All right, we're gonna let that spinach jump on in.
How's that?
Oh yeah, we're rocking and rolling.
So you're really just wilting that, right?
You're just wilting it. You
Right.
just want to let that, like the sauce, let it coat over the spinach. You want that flavor to get all over the spinach, but you want to keep the integrity of the spinach and not cook it all the way down to where all the nutrients are gone out of the
Absolutely.
spinach, right?
Because again, this is it's not fat free,
Right.
but it's not a lot of sodium, and
Mhm.
it's got a lot of good ingredients in it. You got your peppers, you give you a lot of vitamin C, and it's good stuff going.
So what we're gonna do right before we finish it off, we're gonna come back with a little bit of the nature seasoning.
Wow, that's a liberal effort.
It's liberal.
Yeah.
It's liberal, but it's gonna make you have joy. And then a little bit of the garlic salt. We just put a little bit of that in there.
My goodness.
Mix those in because what's gonna happen is the pasta is gonna take a little bit of your flavor out.
Well, it's
you're
gonna absorb some of that, isn't
It's
it?
gonna take some of the
Yeah.
flavor. And so now we wanna balance it out. All right, next, we're already ready for the pasta. We actually can get ready to turn the skillet down to a medium-high heat. We actually been cooking high. And then you just take your pasta.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, that's working.
There it is.
Throw that on
Is
in.
that enough? You need a little more.
And then what I usually do is kind of test how much pasta it is because you don't want to have too much pasta and not enough sauce. And you know me, I'm
Yes, you're a
a
sauce
big
guy.
fan of sauce.
Yep.
So
That looks like that's where I'm gonna make it for you.
I think that's gonna make it, bro.
Good deal. All
I
right.
think that's gonna make it. Now, this is one of the Juan things that I think is amazing. He puts Parmesan in his.
You can't not do that, can you?
So I think we do. You know, our buddy Marcus, that's a part of our team. He always talks about pro tip,
Pro tips?
and you know, I think you got to put a little bit of your Parmesan in your dish, and then on top, and then on top.
Pro tip.
There you go. There you go.
All
So
right.
we'll take a little bit of that Parmesan. We'll put it a little bit in there, and then we'll kind of finish it off.
Be liberal with that.
You like Parmesan, Marcus?
I am a fan.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the great Marcus Dave. All right. Just a little bit on there. Just there we go. We get a little bit of that. Man, I like how you did that.
I snuck a little bit more in there.
So what you can also do with this dish is you can take a little bit of crushed red pepper if you want to take it up a notch. Put a little crushed red pepper on there. Creates a little bit of another, takes it to another level. And then, hey, you know, you can make it happen. You can make it happen. All right. Let's see something here.
Yeah. Our knife's not as cutting board probably makes it a lot easier.
Oh yeah,
Your
that's.
knife's not super sharp.
Oh wow. So what we'll do is just kind of come across this on this chicken, and we'll get another plate and get ready to plate this bad boy. All right, and this is just a little quick dish that we like to do. Let's see if we have enough
Oh yeah.
here. Get some of that on top. Oh my God, bro, I'm hungry.
This is one of your best efforts.
I am hungry.
I like it because the mushrooms are big and I can work around them.
All right. So you just come back, you put your chicken on top. Then what you want to do is hit it with a little bit of that Parmesan one more time.
Oh yeah.
Marcus, you think we should do it again? Oh,
One more
Juan's
time.
already there. One more time.
You can't.
Boom.
Don't ever cheat yourself.
And then just a little bit of garnish.
Don't
just
stop
to
till
take
you
it
get
to the-
enough.
And I never do. And there
Boom.
you go. So there's our spinach pasta with grilled chicken and peppers. Formerly the spinach pasta vegetarian dish.
That's right. That's right.
This is your protein version.
Hope you guys enjoyed. We enjoyed making it for you,
And we're going to enjoy eating it.
and we're gonna eat it.
Because what good is great food if you don't enjoy it and eat it?
And this is just a sneak peek of what's gonna happen on Thanksgiving Day in our house. Maybe not this, but we will be eating.
And we're going to be eating well,
That's right.
because that's how we do it.
That's right.
Great job, bro. You nailed it.
Man, you inspired this dish, so I think
It's
you nailed
amazing.
it too.
You've upgraded it.
Man. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoy. Can't wait to see you again next time.
Thanks for the opportunity. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
God bless.